Welcome to church today. We just had a series on discipleship, which is what our church is on about. And from this week onward, we're going back to looking at the book of Exodus. It's a great book. It tells of the great salvation of God for his people. And you remember that the last time we looked at Exodus, it's Moses going up to the mountain to meet with God, to receive the law of God. And for the next few weeks, we'll continue till the end of the book of Exodus. In the book of Exodus, one of the big things is the idea of Sabbath or rest. We are created for rest. In fact, we're looking forward to the great day when Jesus comes back to give us rest. We've had a very busy year this year so far. A lot has been accomplished, and it's really a chance for us to actually take a break from it. The D groups and all other ministries will be taking a break for 4 weeks. The D groups themselves will start at the end of July. And I just want to thank everyone from Sunday school to the D group leaders to scripture teachers, everyone who's worked so hard this year. I pray that you have a great time of refreshment and that we're all ready to start beginning of next term. During the July holiday period, we won't have our normal Sunday school program for 9:30. Instead of the kids meeting together in the Sunday school area, we're inviting all the kids as well as the youth to come into the 9:30 international worship. It's a time when we can spend worship together as a whole family, whether it's primary school age kids or youth or adults. We welcome all the carers as well as all the parents of the kids to come in, but from the 8th of July, the 15th and the 22nd, we are having all the kids and the youth come into the 9:30 worship. The 11th of July, normally we would have a midweek service. Unfortunately, we have to cancel that. So if that affects you, if you plan to come, we're really sorry for that. But God willing, we'll resume in August. But the 11th of July, we'll be cancelling the midweek service. The 14th of July is the last day that you can register for the Kids and Dad Day Camp. We've had one of the church families very generously made a donation for this camp. So normally, without this donation, we would need to charge each kid $45 to come to the camp. But because of this donation, all the kids will be coming to this camp for free. But there are limited spaces, and half those spaces are already gone. So let me encourage you, if you haven't registered, to register, but no later than the 14th of July. And you can register by sending an email to Catherine at catherine.chung@stgeorgeshurtstville.org.au. The last thing that I want to draw your attention to is our latest edition of Life Monthly. If you haven't grabbed a copy, please grab a copy in the foyer area or sign up to receive one electronically. There are all sorts of things in it. I just want to highlight three. The first is we've had a vision night a few weeks ago, and in this edition of Life Monthly we've included all the discussions that we've had on that night. So if you missed out on that vision night and you want to find out what was discussed, you can read about it in this edition of Life Monthly. The second is we're starting a series of illustrations on the teaching of wisdom from one generation to the next generation. And if you haven't had a look at it, please grab one. The illustration is done by a member of the 9:30 congregation. His name is Suli. He's very generously offered his gift to illustrate the story for us. Please have a look, and please encourage him as well too for his work. And the last thing I just want to highlight in Life Monthly is the number of testimonies included in it. We've had a number of brothers and sisters who are baptized in a Cantonese and Mandarin congregation over the last month. And in this edition of Life Monthly, we've got some of the stories, and they're all great. The stories tell of what God has been doing, and it really is a wonderful read. So let me commend this edition of Life Monthly to you.